Asantehene, king of the Asantehene, one of the greatest monarchs the world has ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, king of the Otumfuo, never been seen before. He's reigning in the kingdom, Asantehene. is Professor H.E Myriam Montrat, and I'm the President of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce. And on behalf of the organizing committee, it is my great pleasure to welcome you here today for the Beyond the World Cup Power Breakfast meeting under the theme Borderless Business, Connecting Canada through Investment, Trade, and Partnerships. Thank you for joining us this morning and to be part of this important conversation. Today represents a valuable opportunity to explore new avenues and collaborations, strengthen existing partnerships, and identify opportunities that will advance trade, investment, and economic growth for both countries, Ghana and Canada. I'm very honored to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for today's event, and I look forward to guiding us through what promises to be an engaging and insightful program. Once again, welcome and thank you. Before we proceed this morning, I would like to acknowledge that we are gathered here today and respectfully acknowledge that today's gathering is taking place on the territorial territory of the First Nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Ashanti, the Wachipi, and the Onomos people, and the Wanda people who came here as diverse people and First Nation people, the Inuits and the Métis people. We also acknowledge that Toronto is served by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. The City of Toronto acknowledges that all Treaty people are welcome, including those who came here as settlers, migrants, and for generations past and the generations to come. Those of us who came here, particularly those who were brought to this land through the transatlantic slavery trade and the slave trade, we pay tribute to those ancestors and African descents who are here today. Thank you. Now, to dive into the program itself, we would like to invite Father Kosa from the St. Joseph Church to lead us in the opening prayers. Father Kosa, if you are here, please lead us in the opening prayers. Then we can start with the program. Thank you. Let us give him a round of applause.
Shall we bow our heads and pray? Our help is in the name of the Lord, who has made the heavens and the earth. Father, we want to thank you and bless you for the gift of today and for connecting us with one another. Our prayer is that may our meeting, deliberations, and whatever we hear will bring collaboration, connection, and good business. May this meeting be successful for business people and for the community, so your name will be glorified. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Father Kosa, for these wonderful prayers. We are glad to have you here today. We quickly like to we will extend our sincere gratitude to everyone for making it possible to be here today. Especially big thank you to Ghana Chamber of Commerce, the Ghanaian Canadian Chamber of Commerce, the Ghanaian, the High Commissioner of Ghana, and also the GCEO, the Ghanaian Canadian Association of Ontario. We also like to acknowledge our special sponsor, Asantehene, for their generous support for this event. Today's forum, Borderless Business, Connecting Ghana and Canada through trade, investments, and partnership, focuses on strengthening economic and commercial ties between the two countries. By bringing together business leaders, investors, government officials, entrepreneurs, and industry experts through exploring opportunities for meaningful collaboration. As you can see around the room, we have investors, business leaders. We have our leader, Mr. Tutu here as well from the GCEO represented here. We have business people from Ghana, including Dr. Osei Despite and Dr. Francisca represented here as well. We have Canadian investors. So today's event will be a networking event. Let's take opportunity of the fact that we are here today. Now, today's business meeting is truly exceptional, never been seen in the history of Canada. We are very much honored and welcome to our distinguished dignitaries, including our guest speaker, His Royal Majesty, Otumfuo Osei the second. We are also joined by a mix of dynamic business business leaders, including entrepreneurs, community partners from Canada, Africa, United States, and beyond, united by a shared vision and to build, scale, and create meaningful impacts. Throughout the day, you can look forward to insightful presentations, engaging panel discussions, questions and answers session featuring voices from private sector, government sectors, international development sectors, etc. We also encourage you to participate fully in the questions and answer sessions and make good use of the networking opportunity at the end of the program. This program will conclude with a networking breakfast reception proudly sponsored by our sponsor Asantehene, and that will be an excellent opportunity for you to connect and also ask questions as you promote your business or create business connections and networking. Before I dive down into the program itself, a few housekeeping for you to note. Right across the hall on the left-hand side is the washrooms for both male and female. Coffee, tea, and beverages will be served available throughout the day. Our networking breakfast buffet itself, that the power breakfast, as you can see, we have power in the room, will be served at 10 a.m. We encourage you to connect with us and encourage you to share your experience online as well. Please tag Ghana Canadian Chamber as well as the Canada Chamber of Commerce on LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. We are very thrilled also to welcome delegation of CEOs from across the world. They are all seated here, led by the Canada Chamber of Commerce from Accra. Business chambers across Canada are here as well today, and we invite you to engage with them during the panel discussions. That will be an informal discussions. Ladies and gentlemen, to officially open the forum today, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you one of the key architects behind this historic gathering, Madam Edwina Ataso. Let's give her a round of applause. Madam Edwina is a respected leader, visionary that has played a pivotal role in instituting the power breakfast with His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei II. Through her initiative, collaboration, and commitment, she has helped bring together leaders, dignitaries, and stakeholders to create a platform that fosters dialogue, strengthens partnership, and advances meaningful collaboration between Ghana and Canada. Her leadership, dedication, and passion for community and international engagement have given instrumental in shaping us to be what it is today, as you see this beautiful event taking place. We are truly grateful for her contribution and delighted to have her with us today. Please join me in warmly welcoming Madam Edwina Ataso, Executive Director of the Canada Ghana Chamber of Commerce. Please welcome.
Thank you so much, Minnie. Your Majesty, Otumfuo Osei II, the second of your distinguished delegation, Her Excellency Myriam Montrat, High Commissioner of Canada to Ghana, Her Excellency Dora, Francisca Edu-Buandoh, Ghana's High Commissioner to Canada, members of the diplomatic corps, honorable ministers, government officials, members of the Executive Council and associate members of the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce, distinguished sponsors, business leaders, investors, development partners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the Beyond the World Cup Power Breakfast session under the theme, Borderless Business, Connecting Canada and Ghana through Trade, Investment and Partnership. Today's gathering is both timely and significant. In an increasingly interconnected global economy, borders are no longer barriers, they are bridges, connecting ideas, capital, talent, innovation, and opportunity. Through platforms such as this, we have a unique opportunity to strengthen those connections and deepen the economic relationship between Ghana and Canada. While the World Cup has brought the world's attention to Canada, our focus this morning is on the opportunities that exist beyond the game. Opportunities to strengthen trade, investment, partnerships. In an increasingly, we are deeply honored by the presence of His Majesty Otumfuo Tutu II, whose leadership continues to inspire economic development, cultural diplomacy, and stronger ties between our two nations. I would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to our headline sponsor, Asantehene, whose support has helped make this gathering possible and whose success story demonstrates the power of Ghanaian-Canadian partnership. Special thanks also goes to our bronze sponsors, Federated Commodities Limited and Lake Blue Enterprise. Our purpose today is simple: to connect leaders, explore opportunities, and foster partnerships that will create lasting value for both Ghana and Canada. The true measure of this forum will not be the conversations we have here today, but the business relationships that we build, the investments that we facilitate, and the opportunities we create together in the months and the years ahead. Thank you for joining us. I wish you a productive and rewarding morning, and I look forward to the relationships and opportunities that will emerge from our time together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Trina, for your wonderful remarks. At this time, we would also like to recognize that we have, especially in our midst, the Deputy Minister for the Pan-African Ministry of Canada, Cheryl Urban, is in our midst today. Let us recognize her. At this point, we would like to call upon the President of the Ghana Chamber of Commerce, Linda Vasnani, who has played a key role in fostering business connections, encouraging investments, and supporting initiatives through economic growth, collaboration between Canada and Ghana. Please join me in welcoming Madam Linda Vasnani, President of the Canada Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning. Standing on all existing protocols, it is my privilege to welcome you to this special gathering, focused on strengthening the ties that connect our two nations through trade, investment, and partnership. Today, we are especially honored to be joined by His Majesty Otumfuo Osei II, the Asantehene and occupant of the Golden Stool, a revered monarch, a visionary leader, and global ambassador for Ghanaian culture and development. His Majesty's leadership has transcended traditional boundaries, making him one of the most respected and influential traditional leaders of our time. I also acknowledge the presence of our special guest, the High Commissioner of Canada to Ghana, Her Excellency Myriam Montrat, for the leadership, encouragement, and unwavering support shown towards this initiative. Thank you, Madam. This gathering comes at an exciting time as the world celebrates the spirit of the World Cup. A reminder that connections across borders can unite people, cultures, and opportunities. And as many of us look forward to the match between Ghana and Panama, we proudly cheer on the Black Stars and the determination, teamwork, and resilience that they represent. A little bird told me that there are few golf lovers in this room. I must say that business and golf have a lot in common. Sometimes you start with a perfect plan, and one bad swing later you find yourself deep in the rough, wondering how you got there. Thankfully, today is about building partnerships strong enough to keep us all on course. We are privileged to host a distinguished fireside chat featuring Mr. Simon Majesty, CEO of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Mr. Josh Loman, CEO of Green Opa Properties, Ms. Cheryl Evan, Assistant Deputy Minister at Global Affairs, Canada, and Mr. Zora Mawani, Director and co-founder of Africa Energy Development Corporation. And it's moderated by the excellent Dr. Otumfuo. Their collective expertise in investment, international trade, energy, real estate, and public policy will provide valuable insights into the opportunities that lie ahead for both countries. I am confident that their perspectives will spark meaningful dialogue and inspire new partnerships that extend well beyond today's event. The relationship between Ghana and Canada has already produced some remarkable success stories. One strong example is Asantehene, which demonstrated how Canadian investment and Ghanaian opportunity come together to create jobs, develop communities, and contribute meaningfully to economic growth. It is a reminder that when our two countries collaborate with trust and long-term vision, the results can be transformative. Today, we come together with purpose to forge new relationships, trade ideas, confront issues that matter, and build solutions that will move us forward. Let this be a moment that strengthens the bond between our two nations and set the stage for what comes next. Together, let us move beyond the World Cup and towards a future of shared prosperity and partnership. Akwaba, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Madam Linda Vasnani, for this insightful and powerful remarks. Next on the segment, we have the pleasure of introducing Her Excellency Professor Dora Francisca Edu-Buandoh, High Commissioner of the Republic of Ghana to Canada. An accomplished academic, respected leader, and dedicated diplomat. Her Excellency has been a strong advocate by deepening Canada and Ghana relations. Please give her a big round of applause.
Thank you very much, Professor Ian. Your Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, Your Excellency Myriam Montrat, High Commissioner of Canada to Ghana, representatives of various associations here, representatives of the Ghanaian communities here, our distinguished guests, our organizers, good morning. It is my singular honor and privilege to welcome you all to this business breakfast meeting. And I wish to extend a particularly warm welcome to His Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, whose visionary leadership continues to inspire confidence in Ghana's future and whose commitment to economic transformation, education, and sustainable development has earned admiration both within Ghana and internationally. I also warmly welcome my sister, Her Excellency, the High Commissioner of Canada to Ghana. Yes, Myriam. Canada and Ghana enjoy a long-standing and mutually beneficial relationship built on friendship, democratic values, and a shared commitment to inclusive growth and prosperity. The theme of today's meeting is very, very important because opportunities for collaboration exist across borders. Ghana and Canada are well positioned to strengthen partnerships, and our countries enjoy excellent relationships. Ghana continues to offer attractive opportunities for investors seeking access to one of Africa's most dynamic and stable economies. Our strategic location in West Africa shows that you can get through Ghana as a gateway to enter business in Africa. Our democratic governance, improving business environment, our youthful population and membership in the African Continental Free Trade Area provide access to a market of over 1.4 billion people across the continent. Today we are at a power breakfast business meeting. And as we prepare for FIFA World Cup 2026, our match for tomorrow, which we're going to win. We also have this platform that creates opportunities for trade promotion, tourism, investment attraction, cultural exchange, and diaspora engagement. We all appreciate that governments can facilitate trade and create favorable policy environments. And as my president, our president, always says, Ghana is open for business. But we also acknowledge that it is entrepreneurs, investors, and business leaders like those of you here who can transform opportunities into reality. I therefore encourage you all to engage actively, build meaningful connections, and identify concrete areas where Ghanaian and Canadian businesses can work together for mutual benefit. I thank the organizers for giving me this space to welcome you, and again, Your Majesty, Nanano, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I will say it in Fanti.
Thank you so much, Professor Dora, for this inspiring message that you give to us. We appreciate that. We always acknowledge and recognize your leadership. We are proud to have you in our midst today. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue the program, we are deeply honored to have a special guest, distinguished guest as well, who plays or played a vital role in making this happen. She is a senior diplomat with a distinguished record of service, currently serving as the High Commissioner of Canada to Ghana. Her role is very instrumental in deepening the engagements of Ghana across the world. She has also done so much for the country in development, education, and people-to-people connections. Now it is my distinct honor to invite Her Excellency Myriam Montrat to join us to deliver her opening remarks. Let's give her a big round of applause. High Commissioner of Canada to Ghana.
Myriam Montrat.
Your Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, Asantehene, Your Excellency, Dora Francisca Edu-Buandoh, my partner in crime, members of the Canada-Ghana business community, distinguished guests, chers invités, good morning, bonjour. It is a privilege to welcome you to this important gathering under the theme Borderless Business Connecting Ghana and Canada through Trade, Investment, and Partnerships. Today is more than a business breakfast, as was mentioned before. It is a statement of confidence in what is possible when visionary leaders, entrepreneurs, investors, and institutions come together with a shared purpose to create opportunities, drive innovation, and build prosperity.
I would like to begin by expressing my deepest appreciation to His Majesty, Otumfuo II, for his extraordinary leadership and unwavering commitment to economic development. His vision reflects a powerful understanding that lasting progress is built through collaboration, partnership, and the ability to bring people together around a common ambition. Your Majesty's presence here today reinforces an important truth. Economic transformation is not achieved by governments alone. It requires strong leaders, bold ideas, and partnerships that create the conditions for business and communities to thrive. So thank you, Your Majesty. Canada and Ghana share a long-standing relationship founded on mutual respect, shared values, educational exchange, as well as strong people-to-people connections. But the next chapter of our relationship must be defined not only by friendship, it must also be defined by opportunity. The global economy is evolving rapidly. Technology is reshaping industries. Supply chains are transforming. New markets are emerging. Investment is flowing towards countries and partners that can innovate, collaborate, and create sustainable growth. And Canada, we know that we cannot stay aside. We particularly have to really work towards our trade diversification. And we have an Africa strategy, and our ADN, Cheryl Urban, will speak about that later on. So Ghana and Canada are natural partners. Ghana is one of Africa's most dynamic economies, a gateway to a continent of tremendous opportunities, with a talented workforce, entrepreneurial energy, political stability, and a growing reputation as a destination for investment and innovation. Canada brings world-class expertise, advanced technologies, financial strength, and a strong tradition of responsible business leadership across sectors such as mining, and I'm very happy that we have Asantehene here. This will not have happened without them. Critical minerals, clean technology, agriculture, infrastructure, education, financial services, and artificial intelligence. And I'm also happy that we have portage energy here. So, when you have all these strength together, what do you do with them? The opportunities are limitless. This is the promise of borderless business. It is about creating new pathways for trade. It is about attracting investment. It is about building partnerships. It is about connecting Canadian expertise and capital with Ghanaian talent, creativity, and opportunity. But most importantly, it is about creating jobs, strengthening industries, and building prosperity that benefit people in both of our countries. I would like to recognize the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce and its partners for their leadership in bringing together business leaders, investors, policymakers, and entrepreneurs. Your work continues to strengthen the bridge between our two nations and create the foundation for deeper economic cooperation. I'm also pleased to welcome our Assistant Deputy Minister, Cheryl Urban, who will be joining the fireside discussion shortly. Her participation reflects Canada's commitment to engaging directly with partners and listening to the ideas, ambitions, and priorities of the private sector. As a matter of fact, when I was telling her that this event was taking place, she was saying, "I'm coming." So, the theme of borderless business captures the reality of today's world. Opportunity is no longer by geography. A business idea in Accra can reach customers in Toronto. A Canadian investment can support innovation in Kumasi. A conversation in this room today can become a partnership that creates value for generations. Across sectors, from critical minerals and agriculture to energy, technology, infrastructure, education, and financial services, the potential for collaboration is enormous. We have already seen successful Canadian and Ghanaian partnerships create jobs, transfer knowledge, advance innovation, and deliver meaningful impact. But we are only beginning to unlock the full potential. The relationship built here today have the power to shape the future of Canada-Ghana trade and investment for years to come. My hope is that today's conversation will lead to new partnerships, new investments, expanded opportunities, and lasting commercial relationships. Let this gathering be more than an event. It should be the beginning of a new chapter in economic cooperation between our two countries. And our celebration of this partnership goes beyond today. Tomorrow, we will gather at Sankofa Square with His Majesty for a Durban, celebrating Ghanaian culture, heritage, and community. It will remind us that successful partnerships are built on more than business transactions. They are built on trust, understanding, shared experiences, and lasting relationships. And by the way, I'd like to say that the Black Stars are also represented in the Canadian teams, because you have lots of people of African descent in the Canadian team, which means that whenever we play together, we play together. So I hope that this event tomorrow opens doors. Relationship builds confidence, confidence drives investment, and investment creates opportunities and prosperity. This is the foundation of borderless business. As members of the Commonwealth family, Canada and Ghana share a commitment to economic growth, inclusion, innovation, and sustainable development. Together, we can demonstrate how international cooperation and private sector leadership can create meaningful opportunities for years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of Canada-Ghana relations has never been brighter. The opportunities before us are significant. The talent is here, the capital is here, the leadership is here, and the willingness to collaborate is here. Now is the time to turn connection into partnerships, partnerships into investments, and as I said, investment into prosperity. Let us embrace the spirit of borderless business. Let us build bridges that transcend borders. Let us create opportunities that empower future generations. And let us live today committed for transforming possibilities into progress. Thank you, and I wish you a productive, successful, and important.
Let us give her another round of applause. Thank you so much, Your Excellency Myriam. Thank you so much. Of course, we are very, very excited for you to be here today. Let us recognize one of our sponsors, Nick Blow, represented by Nicholas Opoku-Mensah, and his beautiful wife, Annette Osei, right at the back. Nick Blow, one of our proud sponsors for today's event. We will now take a special message from one of our sponsors, our board sponsor, Matt Padillak, president of Galeno Gold and Asanko Gold. He's here himself today to talk to us. Let us give him a big round of applause.
Thank you for that introduction, and good morning, everyone. With me on the stage today, I'd just like to introduce our Managing Director of Asantehene, Charles Moore. He's a key member of our team, and I'm very glad to have him. So, Your Majesty, Otumfuo, Osei, Tutu, special guests of honour, Honourable Ministers, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a distinct privilege to join you today and to celebrate and further strengthen the enduring and evolving relationship between Ghana and Canada, one grounded on investment, trade and network partnership. Allow me first to respectfully acknowledge His Majesty Otumfuo Osei II. Beyond being one of Africa's most revered traditional leaders, Your Majesty embodies qualities that are increasingly valued by investors and partners across the world. Stability, wisdom, and a deep commitment to community sector leadership. Ghana continues to distinguish itself not only through its natural endowment, but through the optimism, resilience, and entrepreneurial spirit of its people. There is ambition, there is talent, and perhaps most importantly, there is a strong and shared belief in the country's future. At Galiana Gold and at Asantehene, our continued investment in Ghana reflects a deep and enduring confidence in the country, its people and its long-term future. At the same time, Ghana is shaping a more thoughtful and progressive vision of what successful investment truly means. Our experience has shown that sustainable, long-term investment success is not defined solely by the strength of our asset, but by the strength of relationships, by trust, mutual respect, and genuine partnership with communities and stakeholders. Our investment in Ghana will continue to be defined not just by the capital that we deploy, but by the capability we help build through developing local talent, supporting local enterprise, and creating opportunities in which communities are active participants. This is precisely why platforms such as today's gathering are so important. They foster dialogue, deepen collaboration, and create pathways for partnerships that continue to strengthen the bonds between Ghana and Canada. I would also like to acknowledge the Ghanaian diaspora in Canada today, whose continued contributions play a vital role in connecting the two nations and advancing shared prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana remains a country of remarkable opportunity. I firmly believe that the partnership between Ghana and Canada holds even greater promise in the years ahead. Ultimately, the enduring and successful investments are those where businesses, communities, and leadership move forward together with shared purpose and shared benefit. On behalf of Galiana Gold and Asantehene, I thank you for the opportunity to be part of this important conversation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause again. Our proud sponsors, Asantehene Gold and Edu-Buandoh Gold, here today with us. To invite our keynote speaker to this special occasion. At this moment, it is my privilege that we are joined by His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, Asantehene and traditional ruler of the Ashanti Kingdom, one of the most revered and respected monarchs in Ghana and across the African continent. Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, His Royal Majesty, is widely recognized for his exceptional leadership, wisdom, unwavering commitment, peace, development, education, and cultural preservation. Now, please let's rise up to welcome His Royal Majesty, King Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, Asantehene. Let us give him a big round of applause.
Excellencies, I'm looking on my right-hand side, I see some solid businessmen that I cherish and adore. Their presence here to support me makes it more important that this session works, because I know before I leave, they will claim some deals in terms of business. And the Canadians here should have the belief and trust that I have some solid people here that they can partner. Sure. I bring you warm greetings from the President and the people of Ghana. I also bring you greetings from Kumasi, because that's where they gave me permission to travel here. And therefore, they said I should send their greetings to you here. Sure. It's a great honor to be here in Canada as special guest of honor for this important meeting of the Ghana-Canada Chamber of Commerce. Sure. I thank the organizers for the gracious invitation and for choosing a theme that speaks directly the demands of our time.
So,
Borderless business, connecting Ghana and Canada through trade, investment, and partnerships.
so,
This theme is both timely and visionary. It reminds us that the world has changed. Distance is no longer the barrier it once was. Technology has shortened oceans. Capital moves across continents. Ideas travel in seconds. Young entrepreneurs in Kumasi, Accra, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, and Montreal can collaborate without ever meeting in the same room.
so,
While business may become borderless, values must not disappear.
so,
Borderless business must not mean business without responsibility.
so,
It must not mean investment without conscience. It must not mean profit without people.
so,
It must mean opportunity without exclusion, partnership without exploitation, and prosperity shared with dignity.
so,
In Asante tradition, we say that when elders sit in council, they do not deliberate only for themselves. They deliberate for the child yet unborn, the farmer in the village, the trader in the market, the apprentice learning a skill, the widow seeking justice, the chief carrying responsibility, and the stranger who comes in peace.
so,
It is in that spirit that I speak today. Canada and Ghana are not strangers. Our relationship has grown over many decades through diplomacy, education, development cooperation, migration, trade, investment, mining, Asanko, agriculture, governance, health, culture, and people-to-people exchanges. Since Ghana's independence in 1957, Ghana has remained one of Ghana's respected partners
so,
in national development and democratic consolidation. The friendship between our two countries has extended beyond government offices. It has lived in classrooms, hospitals, communities, businesses, churches, universities, farms, mining towns, and family homes. Many Ghanaians have studied in Canada, worked here, raised families here, and contributed meaningfully to Canadian society.
so,
Many Canadians have also worked in Ghana, invested in Ghana, taught in Ghana, served in Ghana, and built enduring friendships with our people.
so,
For us in Asantehene, this relationship has also found expression through the cordial and respectful engagements between Meshia Palace and the Canadian High Commission in Ghana.
so,
Over the years, successive Canadian High Commissioners, diplomats, and officials have paid visits to Meshia Palace. These
Sure.
visits have not been ceremonies. There have been occasions for dialogue on education, health, mining, culture, youth development, governance, community advancement, and economic cooperation. The palace has always welcomed friends who come with respect, partnership, and goodwill. The many visits by Canadian High Commissioners, past and present, and I refer to our indefatigable, the workaholic High Commissioner,
so,
demonstrate Canada's appreciation of the role of traditional institutions in Ghana's national life. In Ghana, traditional authority remains an important partner in development. It helps sustain social harmony, community legitimacy, land relations, cultural identity, conflict resolution, and local mobilization. A nation develops best when modern institutions and traditional wisdom work together.
so,
The relationship between Ghana and Canada has produced many benefits. Canada has contributed to Ghana's development by supporting health, education, agriculture, governance, gender equality, private sector development, food security and institutional strengthening. Across Ghana, Canadian-supported programs have helped improve lives and expand opportunities. The Ashanti region, Ghana's friendship has also been felt through development cooperation, local partnerships, health-related initiatives, education support, mining sector development, community development, and private sector activity. These interventions have contributed to the well-being of our people and have strengthened the bonds of cooperation between Canada and Asantehene. We acknowledge this history with gratitude. But gratitude must not make us complacent. Friendship must lead to greater ambition. Goodwill must become an enterprise. Enterprise must create jobs. Jobs must provide dignity. Dignity must lead to peace and shared prosperity. That is the challenge before us today. The economic relationship between Ghana and Canada is significant, but remains below its full potential. Recent figures show that two-way trade between Ghana and Canada reached approximately 483 million Canadian dollars in 2024. With Canada exporting about 360 million Canadian dollars to Ghana and importing about 166 million Canadian dollars from Ghana. Ghana has become one of Canada's important trading partners in sub-Saharan Africa. These figures are encouraging, but they also tell us that much more is possible. Canada exports to Ghana include cereals, vehicles, machinery, equipment, and industrial products. Ghana exports to Canada include cocoa, agricultural products, soya beans, and other commodities. These trade patterns are useful, but they also remind us of an old challenge. Ghana must not remain only a supplier of raw materials. We cannot be satisfied with supporting cocoa beans, exporting cocoa beans, and importing expensive chocolate. We cannot be satisfied with exporting minerals and importing finished products. We cannot be satisfied with exporting talent and importing solutions. We must process, manufacture, brand, certify, package, innovate, and then complete. The future of Ghana-Canada trade must therefore move from commodity exchange to value creation. Ghana is ready for a serious partnership. Ghana offers Canada a stable democratic partner in West Africa, a youthful and energetic population, abundant natural resources, growing digital capacity, a strategic geographic location and access to the African continental free trade. Through Ghana, Canadian businesses can reach not only a national market, but a continental market of more than 1.4 billion people. Canada also offers much: capital, technology, advanced education, research, mining expertise, clean energy innovation, agribusiness knowledge, infrastructure financing, strong institutions, and a vibrant Ghanaian diaspora that understand both worlds. This is not charity, it is a mutual advantage. When Canada makes strategic investments in Ghana, it gains entry to one of Africa's most dynamic economies, and a continent whose role in global growth is set to increase. Conversely, when Ghana collaborates effectively with Canada, it benefits from technology, skills, market opportunities, finance, standards, and institutional expertise that can propel its development. I see opportunities in agro-processing, food security, mining and mineral value addition, renewable energy, digital technology, artificial intelligence, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, infrastructure, housing, tourism, education, textiles, logistics, creative industries, and professional services. I see opportunities for Canadian universities to partner with Ghanaian universities and technical institutions. I see opportunities for Ghanaian entrepreneurs to access Canadian markets. And I see opportunities for Canadian investors to support industrial parks, clean energy, agribusiness, health infrastructure, and manufacturing. I see opportunities for the Ghanaian diaspora in Canada to become not only senders of remittances, but builders of enterprise.
Yo!
The Ghanaian diaspora in Canada is one of the strongest bridges between our two countries.
Yo!
You carry Ghana in your hearts and Canada in your daily experience. You understand our culture, our aspirations, our challenges and our opportunities. You also understand Canadian systems, standards, institutions and markets. This places you in a unique position. The diaspora must now move beyond emotional attachment to strategic engagement. Remittances are important, but they are not enough. We need diaspora investment funds, mentorship networks, professional exchanges, venture capital, technology transfer, export partnerships with structured business platforms.
Yo!
Let the Ghanaian professional in Toronto mentor a young entrepreneur in Kumasi. Let the Ghanaian engineer in Calgary partner with a technical institute in Ghana. Let the Ghanaian health professional in Ontario support health innovation at home. And let the Ghanaian investor in Canada seriously consider agribusiness, housing, education, digital services, and manufacturing in Ghana. The diaspora must become an economic bridge, not only a sentimental bridge.
Yo!
In Asante, we say, one head does not constitute a council.
Yo!
No nation develops alone. No business expands alone. No generation succeeds alone. Partnership is the architecture of progress.
Yo!
But the partnership must be honest. Ghana must present credible, bankable, and well-governed projects. Canada must engage Ghana not with outdated perceptions, but with confidence and respect. Investors must do proper due diligence, but they must also be willing to understand local realities. Governments must provide predictable regulation, efficient ports, fair taxation, reliable power, transparent procurement, judicial confidence, and policy consistency.
Yo!
Businesses must also respect the communities in which they operate. They must train local workers, protect the environment, pay fair taxes, uphold ethical standards, and engage traditional and local authorities properly. Profit without social legitimacy is fragile.
Yo!
This is why culture matters. Some people think culture belongs only to festivals, drums, kente, and museums. They are mistaken. Culture is economic infrastructure. Culture shapes trust. Culture shapes negotiation. Culture shapes land relations. Culture shapes community acceptance. Culture shapes leadership. Any investor who enters Ghana without understanding the people, the chiefs, the families, the youth, the land system, and the community's moral economy does so with incomplete knowledge. Traditional leadership, when properly engaged, can help create stability, resolve disputes, mobilize communities, and ensure that development is legitimate. And I think Asanko will bear me out with this one.
Yo!
At Majesty, we believe development must have roots. A tree without roots may grow fast, but it will fall when the winds come.
Yo!
Investment without local roots will not endure. The world economy is going through a profound transformation. Supply chains are being reorganized. Food security has become urgent. Critical minerals are shaping global strategy. Climate change is driving the need for new energy systems. Artificial intelligence is changing work and productivity. Africa's population is rising. The future will belong to those who build bridges early Ghana and Canada must build now. I therefore invite this chamber to become more than a networking institution. Let it become a serious platform for deal making. As President Trump will say, policy advocacy, investment facilitation, and business confidence. I propose 5 practical areas of action if they have not been already established. First, establish a Ghana-Canada investment pipeline to identify credible and bankable projects in priority sectors. Second, create a diaspora enterprise fund to support Ghanaian Canadian entrepreneurs seeking to invest in Ghana. Both governance and risk management in place. Third, develop a youth innovation bridge linking Canadian and Ghanaian universities, startups, technical institutions, and research centers. Fourth, organize an annual Ghana-Canada Trade Investment and Culture Forum, rotating between Canada and Ghana. Fifth, create a partnership desk to help Canadian investors understand Ghana's regulatory environment, institutions, national authority structures, land systems, and community expectations. These are practical steps. They can turn speeches into results. Business without borders must also be business with responsibility. Climate change, unemployment, inequality, migration, pressures, and global insecurity remind us that prosperity cannot be isolated. If young people cannot find opportunities at home, the world will feel the consequences. Rural communities are excluded, cities will become overwhelmed. If investment destroys the environment, profit becomes a debt passed to children. Therefore, the business we build between Ghana and Canada must be sustainable. They must empower women, they must train youth, they must protect the environment, they must strengthen institutions, they must leave communities better than they found them. This is not only moral, it's a good business. A company trusted by communities survives. A project that includes youth gains defenders. An investor who respects tradition gains legitimacy. A partnership that shares values endures. The strength of the golden history is not gold alone. It is unity. It is a covenant. It is a service. It is a sacrifice. Believe that welfare of the whole is greater than the comfort of one individual. That principle applies to nations and to commerce. Today, I ask Ghana and Canada to look at each other with fresh eyes. Let Canada see Ghana not merely as a market, but as a strategic partner. Let Ghana see Canada not merely as a destination, but as a collaborator. Let the diaspora see itself not merely as people who left home, but as people called to connect worlds. Let investors see Africa not as tomorrow's promise only, but as today's opportunity. Let governments see chambers of commerce not as ceremonial bodies, but as engines of economic diplomacy. The future of Ghana-Canada relations must be built on trust, trade, investment, innovation, and shared human development. Our partnership must produce factories, not only imports. It must produce jobs, not only statistics. It must produce skills, not only agreements. It must produce dignity, not only profit. In Asante, we say the human being matters most. The center of every economy is the human person, the farmer, the trader, the engineer, the teacher, the doctor, the miner, the student, the investor, the artisan, and the worker. Development is ultimately about improving human life. Let this meeting not end with applause alone. Let it end with commitments. Let businesses sustain proposals. Let investors plan visits to Ghana. Let universities begin conversations. Let diaspora professionals organize mentorship. Let policymakers listen to voices. Let business respect society. And let Menshia Police, the Canadian High Commission, the Ghanaian mission, government institutions, private enterprise and diaspora continue to strengthen the bridge between our peoples. Centuries ago, our forebears built networks of commerce and diplomacy across regions because they understood that cooperation creates strength. That wisdom remains true today. The future belongs to those who build walls, not to those who build walls, but to those who build bridges. Let us build bridges of trade, bridges of investment, bridges of education, bridges of innovation, bridges of culture, and bridges of trust. Bridges of shared prosperity. In Asante, we say when you climb a good tree, you are giving support. The partnership between Ghana and Canada is a good tree. Let us all support one another to climb higher. May the friendship between Canada and Ghana grow stronger. May the bonds between Canada and Asantehene continue to deepen. May trade become a path to dignity. May investment become a vehicle for transformation. May our partnership become the language of our shared future. God bless Canada. May God bless Ghana. May God bless Asantehene.
Thank you so much. The Otumfuo was 92. His Royal Majesty, the Otumfuo was 92. The second Asantehene. History is being made here in Toronto, Canada. History being made here in Toronto, Canada. His Royal Majesty, the Otumfuo was 92. The second Asantehene. A very powerful and inspiring keynote address. Thank you, Your Majesty. To Ghana, H.E Myriam, to give a special thanks to His Royal Majesty. Thank you.
Us today, and we thank you again for being with us. Thank you, Your Majesty.
But we'd like to take a very quick note from Mr. Otumfuo from the Ghanaian message from the Ghanaian community, Mr. Otumfuo from the GCO. A quick one, and then we'll move to the next segment. Thank you. Tyro. Let us give him a big round of applause.
His Majesty Otumfuo.
Now, when it gets to your turn, I'll let you know. You've been grouped in segments. Please sit down in your chair as we take official photographs for this event. Thank you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please take note that an invitation is being thrown to us. The ambassador will be happening at Maryland Bowen State University in the US on the 30th of August 2026, where Otumfuo will be present. The next picture, thank you very much. Please give us some. The next pictures will be Kancham executives to join His Royal Majesty to take the next segment of the video.